Holy tzaddikim and tzaddikot. Hope everybody is doing great. Okay, we are about 1 week away from Pesach. Of course, Pesach falls out next Saturday night. Is the Seder, and outside of Israel, the second Seder is next Sunday night again. But in Israel next and all across the world next Saturday night. And so officially Shabbat HaGadol, the Shabbat before Pesach, is next week because it's the day before Pesach. But most shuls, Beit Knesset, will have the special rabbi's speech this week, to prepare the people for Pesach through Torah and inspiration. And so we have almost like a split Shabbat HaGadol this week and next week. Also this week, we are reading Parshat Vayikra. We're opening up a new book, Sefer Vayikra. It's very, very exciting stuff. And Sefer Vayikra largely deals with korbanot, right? The sacrifices brought in the temple. Parshat Vayikra this week also deals mostly with korbanot. And I'm thinking to myself, we just spent a lot of time talking about the Mishkan and building of the Mishkan, and now it makes sense that we're talking about what happens in the Mishkan and what happens at the Mishkan when you bring korbanot. But you have to ask yourself, we know there are a lot of religions across the world, and that's not usually the way that other religions, serve their gods. It's not by bringing animal sacrifices. Why is it that we bring korbanot? What is it about korbanot? So the word korban comes from the word karov. Karov means to come close. And so the sacrifices that we bring make us karov to Hashem. Literally, the entire point of bringing the sacrifice is to create a closeness with God. It could be, that closeness could come with just recognizing God's goodness that He's done for us, like a korban toda, right? Or it could be saying you're sorry, forgiveness for something that you did wrong. Again, when you say you're sorry, you're trying to become closer to the person you're asking forgiveness from, because whatever you did wrong distance you within that relationship. So really, the answer to our question is that the more you sacrifice, the more you become close. What an incredible lesson for us, no? Think about the relationships that you have in your life. What relationship would you think of that is the most loving one? So I can think of two. Let's say either parent-child. Who sacrifices more for another person more than a parent for a child? All of that sacrifice is what creates that love. What's another relationship we can think of? Husband and wife. The sacrifice that a husband has for a wife, or that a wife has for a husband, really creates that bond. And so if it's true between a parent and a child, and it's true between a husband and a wife, or a wife and a husband, it's also true with our relationship to our fellow man or woman in this world, right? The closest that we have within each other. And it's especially true with the relationship that we have with Hashem. The more we dedicate ourselves to, it's hard for me to eat kosher because I don't have so many kosher restaurants around me, or the supermarket doesn't carry, and I still eat kosher. That's real love. It's hard for me to go to minyan, or to put on my tefillin, or to pray because I want to sleep, I'm tired, I'm lazy, and my work starts early, or my school starts early, and yet you're willing to put in that sacrifice. That's real love. And so when it comes to the relationship with Hashem, the more we are willing to sacrifice for that relationship, the more we ourselves feel closer. Obviously, Hashem loves us. I don't know if it's obvious, I hope it is. But if you want to deepen your relationship with Hashem, we have the ingredients. We know exactly how to do it. It's called sacrifice. Sacrifice of the things that are easy for you in order to show your love from God. And so some of the mitzvot come easy to us. Every person is different. And some of them, it can be quite difficult. And it's specifically the ones that are difficult that create the stronger bond, right? That's what really creates the bond with Hashem when it's hard for us to do a mitzvah. It's hard for me to really clean for Pesach and to sell my chametz and to scrub and to clean. And that's what shows our love and dedication, right? Are you willing to not use your phone on Shabbat, even though we're addicted to our phones? That shows dedication. I want to give you all a bracha that you recognize what we just said, that the sacrifice is what makes the relationship. And the bracha should continue that you find the strength and the willpower to actually commit to the sacrifice so that you can have a closer relationship with Hashem. Wishing all of the holy tzaddikim and tzaddikot Shabbat Shalom.